my name is Luann Pikett. I'm a beauty guide with Lime Life by Alcone, and it is Fab Face Friday. And I'm here to do the result of the 2 eye looks that I put up. I asked y'all to vote, and you voted, thank you. And I'm going to tell you the dark one, the one on the right, got twice as many votes as the one on the left. However, I do like both of those. So I am probably going to do that one on the left too, just not today. But I'm going to start with the one on the right because that is the one that won that most people wanted to see. Now, I'm not even going to take off the makeup that I have on because I have makeup that I've had on all day. I actually touched up my blush a little bit and went a little crazy with it. Just look at that. Ah! I put a little extra blush on. Thought I needed it. Apparently, I did not. I should have left it alone. But I have to reapply my lipstick. And I'm, like I said, I have the eyeshadow on from today, but you see, I just did kind of a softer look. But let me get rid of this craziness. I used number 2 Excited Blush. That's a little too, my cheek's a little too excited right now. So let's tone that down. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my powder brush and my powder here, number 1 Sunny Day. And I'm going to tone that down a little because it's just a little wild. So that's all you have to do to tone it down. Okay, so now we are going to start. I'm going to start here since most, like I said, everything's done. We're just going to kind of go over this. And I'm going to start with Good Karma, which is this color right there. That's similar to the color. I forgot to print this out, so I don't actually have it to show you. But, you know, if you look at my page or in my stories, it's there. Good Karma is number 29. And I'm going to take this and just kind of put it over what I have here. This is a little warmer of a brown than what's on my eyes now. And a little darker. I'm just going to put that here a little bit. Now, it's not going to be as true of a color since I have this other color under. But this is kind of just a background shade, so it's going to be fine. It's going to be just fine. And dark. All right, so then I'm going to take a little fluffy brush here, and I'm going to soften this all up. So, we were going to, where I work at Kaiser University, and where we work, we've had just a few employees back there, and they were going to do what they call a soft opening, where they were going to have some of the students come. They were going to make them, you know, stay all spread apart and everything, but we were going to have what they call a soft start. July 6th, they changed their mind. Now we're not. And I'm kind of glad, to be quite honest, because you know, we can do most of it online. We are still having, if they have to do a lab, they're coming in for their labs. And otherwise, they can do their other schoolwork remotely, online. So we are actually going to stick with that now for another month at least. And then the 1st of August, they're going to consider again. So, going back to the not very many people there. I wish they would let me stay home again. That is really what I'd rather do because I like it so much better. It's safer. But now I'm there, but there's not a lot of people there, so. And it looks like it's going to stay that way. Okay, so there's our first color. Then I'm going to take, trying to decide exactly, okay, what I want to do. I'm going to take this color, Higher Ground. Now, where'd it go? That's that one. It's backward when I get on here. I'm going to take a smaller brush. I'm going to try to keep this small. And she may have done it with actual... Now, I have hooded eyes, and this isn't going to look... It's not going to look the same with hooded eyes, but I'm going to do the best I can with hooded eyes. And that's not really where I want to go, I don't think. There. So it's not going to be as pretty as somebody who doesn't have hooded eyes, because it isn't that it's not going to be pretty. It's going to be harder to see because my eyes will cover it up. But I'm going to do what I can. Oh, that's not too bad. So we have a wing. She has quite a wing there. So it goes up quite a bit. And the one in the picture actually looks like she used black. But I'm not using black. I'm using the darkest brown that we have. It's called Higher Ground, number 42. And that's just what I want to do. I want to use the deep dark brown. And we'll see, I may put some black on it. But the rest of the eye is all brown and warm, and so I kind of want to stick with that. So I'm going across here a little ways like that. So I'm kind of just getting my shape here to begin with. Oh, it's that horrible song they're playing. Why is it every time I put it on the Christian music on TV, they play these horrible ones that I can't hardly stand? I don't know why, but they do that. There aren't a lot I don't like, but there's a few, and there's always those few. Okay, so let's go back to this. Like I say, I'm just trying to get the shape. Oh, now there's the one I love. Called Yes, I Will. Oh, I love that song. Okay, we're going to go a little higher here. Now, can I even get these the same? Who knows? I'm going to try. So it kind of swoops down there. Swoops down lower than that. And then swoops back up. Not bad. Not too terrible. So we just found that out today. It was so funny. My boss had given me a bunch of things to do to prepare for the return or partial return of the students and teachers. And I was making signs, and I was making lists of, because we have to make lists of sanitizing all our rooms. And the people who are cleaning, you know, they only have so much time between classes. And so I was making a chart of, you got to clean this room between 10:30 and 12. You got to clean this one here. And so I was making this chart for them so they can know what to do. And I was making a bunch of signs to remind people to wear their masks and to social distance and all this. So I was doing all that. And my boss was on a phone conference in the next office. And she was doing mostly listening because, you know, they were being told. And so while I am doing all this work, getting ready for what is supposedly the return of our students and some teachers and stuff at a reduced level, but the return, she runs in because she knew I was doing all that work. She runs into the office in the middle of this conference call she's on. She kind of just left her conference call. She goes, "Stop doing it. Stop what you're doing. We're not returning. The students are not returning." And I'm like, oh, okay. She goes, she says, "I have to finish the conference call." She said, "But I didn't want you to keep doing all that work for nothing." And so I'm like, thank you so much for telling me. So no return. We do still have a few students, like maybe 6 at a time in labs, but you know, they were wanting to do a soft open July 6th, but nope, we're not. And I'm kind of glad. Honestly, I'm glad. I mean, I want things to return to normal, but not when I don't think it's really all that safe. So this is different. Kind of pretty. Alright, so this goes a little ways across with this super, super dark. And I'm just still using this little brush. You know why I'm liking this little brush? Because I'm not getting any fallout from it because there's not a lot of bristles on this brush. Oh, I love that song. Yes, I will lift you high in the lowest valley. Yes, I will bless your name. That's not my key though. Yes, I will sing for joy when my heart is heavy all my days. Oh, yes, I will all my days. I'm in between. Yes, I will. It's really hard to sing with a man when you're a woman because it's either really too high or you drop down, it's too low. Because the man's range is very different. I usually have a tendency to sing those higher because I'm a high soprano, but some of them are really, not only does it go really high, but they stay high. And I can do it, but it just, I don't know, it can get to where it's a little screechy. Not because I'm screeching it, but just because when you just sing high, 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 it just gets to be where it all sounds the same. And it's sort of a little more monotonous. This is really, I think this is really going to be pretty. This is more of what you would do as an evening look. And all of you who wanted the other eye look, I'm going to do that one too. Maybe I'll do that one next Friday. But I'll go back and do that one. But I wanted to see what got the highest vote. This got twice as many votes as the other. I would probably be much more likely to wear the other one somewhere, maybe. Let's see. Oh, I'm bumping my table. Sorry. Sorry if the world shook. But I don't have the actual picture. It's on my phone, but, you know, I'm kind of using that right now. This little tiny brush, I'm telling you, this is excellent to do this with, instead of using a bigger brush. I think I am going to go back, though, and do black, like black into brown, because I think they used black, and I thought I would like the brown better, and I do like the brown better. But I think I'm going to touch the tip of it with black a little, too. Interesting, isn't that? All right, so I don't know what this girl had under her eyes either, because she has her eyes closed like this and you can't see. So now I'm going to go to our black eyeshadow. It is number 9, called Dial It Black. It's a matte. Everything I have on right now is a matte, and I'm going to see if I can do this without running it. And I'm just going to make it a little darker here. So I'm just going to go over it. And it's going to like fade from black to brown. I don't know if you're even going to be able to tell that much, because that brown is almost black. And then I'm going to show you a little trick that I'm going to do with this. It's a very easy little trick. A lot of people, you may have seen, if you've ever watched anybody do things like this, they put tape on their eyes, like Scotch tape on their eyes. They also make eyeshadow guards that you can order, but you can use tape. That way they get a really sharp edge, because that look that I'm doing had a really sharp edge. But I watched a makeup artist one time, a professional makeup artist, and she would do looks like this all the time, and she said, oh, no, I don't use tape. You don't use tape. She didn't think much of the tape. I'm perfectly fine if you want to use tape. But she just thought it was stupid to use tape. So she's like, no, there's a better way to do it. And so that's what I'm going to do. Now, is it better? I don't really know if it's better. It was just better in her opinion. But that's what I'm doing. I don't want to put tape on for several reasons. One, my eyes are saggy, and it would be very hard for me to get the tape. I don't know if I could get it in the right place. But the other thing is, and this is the major issue, when you pull tape off, you're pulling your skin, you know, like this. Yeah, especially when your skin is looser. And that's going to make your skin even more loose. And that's a big no for me. I don't want to loosen my skin any more than it already is. No, I don't. No, I don't. So I'm not doing tape. I'm going to do this method. Now, it's not too bad, really, but I'm going to sharpen it up, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is do the rest of it. So I'm going to take Concealer Zero, the lightest concealer. Actually, this is really pretty. Well, it's intense, but it's really pretty. Concealer Zero, and I'm going to get my brush number 6, the concealer brush, and I'm going to... That's a good song, too. Look, 2 good songs in a row. How about that? I'm going to fill this in, make it lighter, because what this will do, this is called a cut crease, what this will do was intensify the color more that I'm going to put on here. Hello, welcome. So I'm going to go, I'm looking here a second. Yeah, this is what I'm doing. Okay. I'm going to go over a little. I don't know if I want to go that far. I say I don't have the picture in front of me because I didn't print it, and it's on my phone, and I'm using my phone to video, so kind of can't see the picture right now. So I sort of did a little drawing of the shape of this shadow. that I'm copying. And this is the look that won the voting. If you voted on my page or in my stories, thank you very much. This look got double the other one. So I'm going this way, trying to make sure I don't get any black mixed in here. So Long Self. That's a song that's on now. So Long Self. Okay, so we're going to do that. And we're going to do the other. And I am just putting this on top of the eyeshadow I had on today because I can. I had on real light, this real neutral eyeshadow today. Now I could take a make-off remover and remove it, but I don't have to. So this is faster. Since this is a pretty intense color and I'm whiting out this anyway, I really have to take it off to do this. And that's part of how amazing these products are because they're professional makeup. This concealer will cover tattoos, so it'll just cover this eyeshadow I had on. It's also waterproof and acts as an eyeshadow primer. So when you get something that's professional level, it's so amazing. It's so much better. It performs so much better than just makeup that you buy in a retail store. It's quite amazingly different. And I'm getting black mixed in this here. There we go. Because I'm picking up that black with my brush. Trying not to get too far into it, so I don't get it all mixed into my concealer, which I'm kind of doing. I'm going to clean that up. Okay, so there we have that. Okay. Making sure that was okay. All right, so now I'm trying to match the color in that picture with the Lime Life that I have. And so the closest that I have come to what that color is, and it's a shimmer, is I think this color right here is called Antique Bar, and it is number 19. And I think I'm going to put this on, and then I'm also going to put on maybe something on top of it to give it a little more shimmer. But let me see what this looks like first. So I'm going to put that. This is kind of like a burnt orange. So I'm going to put that on top of here. So I'm just kind of patting it into this concealer. Now I have gone up a whole lot higher on my eye because I have hooded eyes. Oh gosh, that's pretty. And I have to go up higher. Now this is a slight little bit more orange than the picture. So I'm going to put another one on top of it. And I'm going over here to kind of blend this. Wow. It's kind of pretty. It's different. Okay, let's put some more of this. But look how that fades from dark to the lighter color. I love that fade effect, fading from one color to another. The gradual gradation of color change. You know, if you would like to be a beauty guide and do what I do, this is a lot of fun, and you can learn all fancy words too, like the gradual gradation of color change, like I did. We have free trading. You don't have to know a lick about makeup. I hardly did. I knew very little. It's all free trading online. You don't even have to go anywhere. Don't even have to get dressed for it. But could you use a little extra money in your life? Could you use an extra $200-300 a month? Maybe you need to make a car payment, house payment, food payment, rent payment. This can do that for you. We do not have inventory loading. You do not have to buy stuff and stock it. We don't do that. We have a warehouse. They stock it. Only thing you have to buy is the starter kit. You don't ever have to buy another thing if you don't want to. Of course, when you use it, you will want to, but you get 20% discount as a beauty guide. But you don't have to stock inventory in your house. There's no, what was the thing they were telling us the other day? That a lot of people are concerned that there's like an auto ships. I've never belonged to a company that did auto ships. I didn't know that was a concern. If you're concerned about, well, are there auto ships? Nope. We do not and have never had auto ships. No auto ships. There is no minimum you have to buy or sell. Ever. Now, we do have a goal. We have a goal of being active, which is selling $300 a month, or buy and or sell $300 a month. But it's not mandatory. It's just like a goal that you try to reach that. But if you don't, oh well, it's no big deal. It just gives you something to shoot for. And when you are active, if you have a downline, you can get paid off of the people on your team as well. But it is not, you don't have to. So if you aren't active, you know, it's okay. It's okay. Let me now I'm looking for my other color here. So there's no requirements in that area. And you don't even have to do lives. What I'm doing right now, you say, oh, I could never do that. You don't have to. I'm going to use this color right here in sequins because it's a little lighter and and a little bit less orange. And that's what I'm going to use to lighten this up, I think. Let's see if it works. Because I like this color. I'm just trying to make it a little closer to what's in the picture, which is a little less orange, but this wasn't quite dark enough. So I'm putting them together, and that's another thing about our colors and the professional level and the, oh, look how shimmery that is. It's very shimmery in that picture though. And the level of pigment that's in our stuff is you can mix stuff like this and get the looks. You can actually achieve the looks that you want to with this. So if you have tried doing makeup before and say, I'm no good at it, you know, it might not be you. It might be that your makeup isn't any good. It might not have enough pigment in it. Ours has the most pigment of any makeup on the market. The most pigment of any makeup. There are some that still have some good levels of pigment, but I don't know exactly which ones or what they are. And I don't know if it's every product in their line either. Lime Life, it is. That one I know, because they tell us. I think most makeup companies, they don't tell you how much pigment's in it. I mean, our foundation is 50% pigment. All other foundations that you buy anywhere are 18 to 23% pigment, although they won't tell you that. And they probably don't even know. If you go to Ulta and say, what's a percentage of pigment in here? They'll go, what? Oh, no. They don't know. I didn't know. Did you know? No, you didn't know. Nobody knew. But Lime Life knows. Because they're professional. Professional makeup. This makeup has been used by professional makeup artists in Broadway and Hollywood since the 50s and 60s. And they still use it today. This was used in The Lion King on Broadway. Blue Man Group on Broadway. It was used in Star Wars. If you watched the very... let's see, what is it? It's actually episode 1. They called it episode 1. But it was the 4th movie they came out with. You know, in the 70s they had 3 movies. And then there was the new one. The new movie, but they called it episode 1 because it was the prequel. Okay, that one, when you first see Queen Amidala, she's wearing Lime Life by Alcone Foundation. When she looks like really white, they've made a color specifically for her for that. Lime Life by Alcone made a color specifically for her for that movie because they requested it. The movie industry said we want a really, really pale, and they made the color porcelain. That's our color, porcelain, and it was made specifically for Queen Amidala in Star Wars. And when you see her, it's like when she has the lipstick right down her lips, just like that. And that she is wearing these elaborate headdresses when she's Queen Amidala. When you first meet her in the movies, that's when she's wearing porcelain. Now, she doesn't wear porcelain through the whole movie, but she does in those scenes. Because, you know, as you know, she's not always dressed as the Queen. So, when she's dressed as the Queen, she's wearing, in that particular outfit, she's wearing porcelain. And I have a little fallout here, so I'm touching that up. To kind of get rid of what fell out, I'm kind of cleaning that up. Now, ideally, you would probably do all this before you put on makeup, but I didn't do that. So, we are going back over it now. Now, alright, so let me show you the little trick. When I was telling you how a little trick. Before I do the little trick, I'm just tricking you. Trick. Before I do the little trick, let's take maybe Antique Bar and that little tiny brush. That's not the tiny brush. Where are you, tiny brush? Did I put you up? Nope, he's over here. Okay, let's clean it off. And then let's get Antique Bar, and I'm going to put this under my eyes. Even though I have liner under here already, but let's pull it all together here. That way we kind of get it tied together. So it looks like it, you know, goes all the way around your eyes that way. So I thought that was so funny today while my boss snuck out of her conference meeting and said, Stop working on what you're working on. We don't need it anymore. I laughed. I thought it was funny. And there's another thing going on at work too. My boss is retiring. She's retiring in a month. A little bit more than a month. So, at some point I'm going to have a new boss. And there is someone that I hope it's going to be. I don't know for sure. They don't know for sure either. At least I hope that's who it's going to be. I think that's who I want it to be. From what I can tell, that's who I want it to be. And most everybody, let's put it that way, kind of has this preference. But we don't know because, it's not up to any of us. It's up to the big wigs, so I'm waiting them to decide. Okay, so now, I don't know when they're going to decide either. We just waiting. So let's get this concealer. This is concealer 2. This is the one that matches my skin tone. So here's the little trick. If you don't want to put the tape on your eye to get this real sharp wing, because it's real sharp in the picture, you could leave it like this, perfectly fine. But if you want a real sharp line here, so what you do instead of the tape is you just do what I did. You did your makeup, no tape. And you take a concealer. I'm using one that matches my skin tone in brush number 6. And what you do, this is harder with loose skin, but what you do is you just sharpen that with concealer. So all I am doing is just going up this line. Now, if you have tighter skin, this works a lot better. So my skin likes to move. So you can sharpen it up with concealer instead of using a tape. Because even the tape, even if I use the tape, it's not going to be that sharp on me because my skin moves. And this also takes care of any fallout too, so. The concealer on. So now it's a sharper line than it was. So let's do it over here too. You do want to be careful you don't mess up what you just did, but you can sharpen the point this way. But that's really all you do. You take this is a sharp-edged brush, it has a real thin edge, and you just basically cover it with concealer. When you have our concealer, it will even cover this black eyeshadow. Because if it covers tattoos, it's covering eyeshadow. And this is what they do with this concealer, like on Broadway and in Hollywood. They cover tattoos. If they don't want the actor to have a tattoo, they use this. But the reason that they use this makeup in the film and television and stage industry is because it's the best there is on the market. But you have never heard of it, and the reason you've never heard of it, unless you've heard of it just recently, the reason you've never heard of it is because it was never available to the general public. It was only sold to professional makeup artists. So if you were not a professional makeup artist, and probably one that worked in Hollywood and Broadway, you've never even heard of this. And Alcone only used to sell to professionals, and then 5 years ago they said, why don't we sell to everybody? Why don't we sell to the general public? Hello, general public. It's now for sale to you. You can buy the makeup that the professional makeup artists use in Hollywood and Broadway on the stars. And not just in their everyday life, but when they're on set and on stage. This is the makeup of choice. And of course, they're going to use the best there is. Because of it. If it's going to show up under high definition cameras and stage lights and camera lights, it's got to be the best makeup there is. It has to be. They can't use something inferior. It's going to look terrible. Look at that. Okay, so now I have on eyeliner, but I'm going to touch it up because I've been putting powder on. And I'm going to use this as our black eyeliner pen. It is the black one, isn't it? Yeah, it's black. Comes in black and brown. Make sure I got the right one. Now, normally I would do a wing with the liner, but I did it with eyeshadow today. Now you could, if you want it really dark and really sharp, go ahead and go up that line with this black. That may be what they did in that picture. I can't tell. It's so dark of a black. It may be all liner. So I just did what I wanted to do. So we're having changes at work. We were having some changes. Now we're not having those changes. But we'll be getting a new boss in a month or so. And I'm just wanting things to get better. As long as things are better, I'm hoping it will be better. I'm hoping for improvement. But you never know till you're there. So I'm hoping and praying that it will be a good thing. Really praying. Because I want a peaceful existence as much as I could get it. Peaceful, please. Peaceful work environment. If the person that I hope gets it, it's most likely we will have a peaceful work environment, as far as I can tell. But anybody else will be totally unknown, and that's a little scary. Okay, so then the other thing that they had in this was glitter. And I'm trying to decide, yeah, I'm going to do this. It's going to be high, but I'm going to do it. So she has it in her crease, but my crease disappears. So this is, oh goodness, what is this? It's called Bubbly. I think I got this, it's an independent makeup company that I ordered this from. So what it is, it's a gel brush. It's a gel brush with some gold glitter. So I'm going to see, and where they did this was right above this. Now, I will tell you, putting glitter on, it's great while it's on, but when you take this off, you get glitter everywhere, all over you. You have glitter all over your face. But this was the look, so I'm putting glitter on. It's great putting it on. Washing it off is when you get it everywhere. Oh, look pretty, though. So pretty. Let's try that again. Trying not to move my skin. Or not to let it move. It kind of wants to move. Oh, there you can see that glitter. This is definitely a glammy glam look. Glammy glam. I don't know that I would ever wear this anywhere. Maybe New Year's or Christmas or something. I mean, it would have to be like Christmas out, you know, like a Christmas party. I wouldn't wear this to Christmas family, because then we just pretty much wear comfortable clothes. But it would be cute for New Year's. Now that's a little high, but I do it high on me because my eyes are hooded. That way it shows up. If I put that on my crease, you would never even know it was there. And it was up kind of high on her. So, all right, now let's see if I can do it on the other side. The other side's more of a challenge because I got to cross my arm over. And I don't want it in my hair. So this is just a little brush. And it's a gel with glitter. And this color is called Bubbly. And I have some little piece of lint in my hair. And it's a little hard to see. It reflects the light mostly. See if I get it right in the light, you can see it. Because I am putting it on top of dark brown. I'm really putting it right above the real dark. But the rest of my eyes is still brown too, so. Okay, let's go in here. So this is the one that won with you all voting. Thank you all for voting. I didn't know if I put that out if you would vote or not. But thank you for voting. That's very helpful. Did you know it really helps my business if you comment on my post and comment on my lives and share the video? That really, even if you don't buy a thing or do anything, if you share the video and say hello, and no, I'm not going to message you and hound you if you say hello. I'll just say hello. Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you today? Hello, how are you today? That's all I'll say. You seen that funny video? Hello, how you today? Hello, how you today? That's all I do. Unless you have questions, and of course then I'll answer the questions. Okay, there you go. I'm a little glittery today. All right, I had another thing I was going to... Yeah, but I don't need it. I don't need it. We're good. So now let's use... I'm going to use that little brush again. And I'm going to get... Oh, get back here. I'm going to get Creamboat, number 38 Creamboat, which is this color right there. It is just a light cream color. And I'm going to go up here under my brow. A lot of people will use a shimmer up here, and you can, but I have so much shimmer on right now. I'm not adding to it. But see, I need that little bit of bright right there, because you don't really want it to be all the way up. It's not so overpowering that way. It makes your eyebrow look like it's standing out a little bit. Just right under the arch of your brow. I went down a little further too to take away some of the dark. Ah, I didn't really want that in my brow. Somehow I did that anyway. I think I'm going to use... I think I'm going to use this matte still and put it here. Like I said, since I have so much other glitter on, let's don't do overkill. A lot of times I put shimmer here, like a cream shimmer. Okay, now you know with this look right here, we need some serious lashes. So we're going to put on some lashes, and then we're going to do our lips, and we're going to be done with Fab Face Friday. And I hope you have enjoyed watching. So please like or love the video, share my video, and make a good comment. Say it looks good, or thank you for doing that eye, or if you tap my nose on the video and hit follow, and then also there's a little bell. If you tap the bell, they say ring the bell, it will notify you when I go live, and then you would know if you like to watch. But of course, if you can't watch when it's on, when I'm on, you can watch the replay. You can always go back and watch it later. So I am using number 113 Wispies by Ardell and Duo Lash Glue in the got too much of it. In the green lettered bottle, because that's the one that I got some glue down too far. Ooh, that's the one that has the brush. I got too much glue on there. So I am taking that off. Okay, there we go. Now let's try it again. Somehow I didn't get it on the band. I went down where the lashes are, and that just makes them stick together, and that's not good. So you just want to put a really light coat of glue on the band, like on the bottom part of the band. See where it's like iridescent a little bit? That's where you put the glue. And then it is absolutely key, vital, that you sit it upside down and let it dry about 1.5 minutes or so. That way it'll get tacky and it won't be runny and slippery. It will be sticky. And then when it's sticky, when you touch it to your skin, it'll just stick. It won't slip and slide around. Ah, well, I'm dropping my glue now. Hold on. Luckily, it's not got so much in it that it ran. It just fell over and rolled. But ideally, you don't want to knock out for the glue. Now, the one with the brush is much safer to apply than the squeeze tube. I always feel that squeeze tube's a disaster waiting to happen. You squeeze it too hard, you have enough glue for 12 eyelashes, and you only have 2. Okay, so now that we have let the first one sit about 1.5 minutes or so, we're going to put these on, and you just lay these and touch it to your skin right above your natural lash. No, these do not damage your lashes because you are not gluing it onto your lashes. You're gluing it onto your skin, like right where your eyeliner is, right above your lashes. So when you pull these off, they come off just like a Post-it note. Grab it and peel. Nothing to it. No, it will not pull out your lashes because you're not gluing it to your lashes. A lot of people say, I'm so scared I would glue my eyes closed. Well, first of all, you shouldn't be using that much glue. You barely use any glue. But if somehow you manage to glue your eyelids closed, all you do is take your fingers and go like that. It comes right apart. This is not super glue. It's almost more like rubber cement, if you even know what that is. It comes apart really easy. You won't have to even worry about it. All you do is go, okay. But you really shouldn't be using that much glue. And there we are. All right, now let's do our lips, and then we shall be finished with our Fab Face Friday and the dark glam look that y'all picked. And if you voted for the other, that's okay. I'm still going to do the other one probably next week. All right, so let's do... Oh, look at this. I have glitter in my hair. I don't know if you can even see it. There it is. I must have put that brush against my hair. I'm like, oh, party in my hair. Hold on. Unexpected party in the hair. I didn't even know I did that, but I must have brushed that brush. Okay, so this is number 7 Cabernet. I must have brushed that brush right past my hair. Hi, how are you doing? Thank you. This is my super glam look today. Look at that. I'm not sure if it's 100% even, but it's close. I think I need to go up a little higher with that one. Let's fix it. But I did a voting poll, and this is the one that was voted on. Whoops. So, are you going to be in church on Sunday? I tell you what, if you haven't ordered anything yet, if you want, I'll bring the foundation Sunday, if you're going to be in church, and I'll let you try them, then you'll know your color. How's that sound? Rather than guessing and having to return something, I can bring I got all the colors. I can bring the colors, and when you can try them on your hand or on your face, whatever you want. You can try them. Okay, that's a little better. This is actually not a bad way to do a wing for a hooded eye, because usually you can't see my wings. You'll be there. Yeah, see, I was too. I don't like the idea of getting the wrong shade, because, what if you return it and get another one that's wrong too? So, let me just bring what I have, and because I can, I spray them with alcohol, and we have a sanitizing spray, so everything's all sanitized. And I'll let you try, and then it's just so much easier to try it in person. Now, this is Cabernet lip liner, number 7. This is an enduring lip liner. That means it's kind of waterproof and it won't smear and smudge around. It's hard to do this and talk. It's dangerous to do that and talk. But this glitter, that line of glitter, that's not Lime Life. That's another thing of glitter I have. We don't sell glitter. This is like a tube of glitter. Glitter gel. That's glitter gel. We don't sell that though. But it just shows you can add in other brands. You can use other brands with Lime Life if you want. Okay, there we go. Then, these are our enduring lip colors. Enduring lip colors, they're a liquid lipstick that dry to a matte, and then they last 4 to 6 hours. Now, if you eat something greasy, it'll come off with that. But it'll stay 4 to 6 hours generally for the day. So I usually put this on in the morning. Oh, you bought that at Ulta. The glitter one. Yeah, it's really kind of neat. It works pretty well. And it stays where you put it. But I will tell you, the only thing I don't like about glitter is when you go to wash off any glitter, then you have glitter all over. Even though that's not very much glitter, it's hard to get rid of glitter. It's hard to get it off. I don't care what you use, it's hard to get it off. Kind of have glitter, little bits here and there for days. Okay, so these, I love to mix these colors. So any color, I love to mix them, because then you don't just have 10 colors, you have like 100. So I'm using this one here, Cocoa Teeny, because what that does, Cocoa Teeny tones this down a little bit for me. This is beautiful by itself. It's called Cherry Pie. It's the reddest red you've ever seen. But I don't like quite as bright on my skin tone because it kind of overpowers me a little bit. And so I tone it down a little bit with Cocoa Teeny or any other color. So this one is really chocolatey. So I'm going to go around the edge with this. This is like an ombre lip. Now, these lipsticks, they dry about 90%. These don't dry down 100%. So these are not the ones that are really, really drying to your lips. And they are about 90% transfer proof. They're not 100% transfer proof either. If you want them to be 100% transfer proof, you can just tap some translucent powder on it and that will make them transfer proof. But because they made them to have a little bit of moisture in them, because you know if you've used these, these are drier than regular lipsticks. They made these to be still a bit moisturizing. The brands that dry completely, I can't wear those. They make my lips split in the corner. Like split and bleed. I can't wear them. They're too dry. They make my lips feel drier than paper. I mean, some of them, they're so dry. These are not that dry, but they are drier than if you were going to wear, you know, we have regular lipstick and lip gloss as well. Now, those are really moisturizing. This is moisturizing for a matte liquid lipstick, but not as moisturizing as regular lipstick. And if you've worn these kinds of lipsticks before, you know just what I mean. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, I can let you try them. And you'll know. Okay, so then I'm going to put cherry pie. See how I left out the middle? I'm going to put this in the middle and then these mush together. I'm going to fill it in with this bright red. This is beautiful by itself, though. Like I say, with my skin tone, I'm really pale. And I'm also... My skin is not real, like, bright. And real bright colors make my skin look dull. So... if I dull the lipstick down a little bit, it doesn't dull my skin. I'm going to just mush your lips together. Now you could also mix it with a lip brush. I prefer to do this, because I think it does better. That is red, red, red. And we have so many pretty colors. I don't know, how many of them do we have? I think we have like 19 of them. I think that's right. Okay, so there we go. There is my glam look for today. I really like this eyeshadow. It's really pretty. I still think I like this one better. That one dips down a little bit further. Just a little bit further. But, you know, for my first try doing it like this, it's not too bad. Okay, I really like this with the alternative to a wing, even on my hooded eye. Look at that, even on my hooded eye. This is the first time I think I've ever done a wing type look that showed up, because my eyes usually they close up over here too. Wow. I kind of don't want this to end. I think I'm going to try one more time, just a little bit more. In this spot is this dark brown called Higher Ground. I just want to put a little bit more there. Again. My glitter is in the way though, so I'm not going to be able to do much with it. It just dupes down more than the other one. Alright, but we're just going to say we done. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go. If you would like to try any of my products and you are local, let me know. I can bring them to you, or you can come here, or we can meet somewhere. I would be happy to let you try anything you'd like to try. I also have free skincare samples if you want to try that. Some of the products have the scent that they have in there are the natural ingredient, the scent of the natural ingredients. And so some of them don't have any scent at all, and some of them they smell like cucumbers or aloe or lemongrass or whatever's in them. And I'm happy to send you samples of that as well. And if you think you want to be a beauty guide and do what I do, again, if you don't have a lick of experience, you don't have to. You get all free training. You don't have to load inventory. I do not have stacks of stuff in the house. I don't have a closet full of Lime Life. We have a warehouse in New Jersey. We do not have to be the warehouse. And so everything gets drop shipped directly to all the customers or to you. Everything goes directly to you. And so you don't have to deliver products unless you can do that if you want to. If you say, well, I want to go see my friends, you can, but you do not have to. So you have options, which I love about that. There is no auto shipping. You don't have to buy a certain amount if you're a beauty guide. You don't have to sell a certain amount if you're a beauty guide. You don't have to do lives like this if you're a beauty guide. You don't have to do it any certain way, it'd be your business, up to you. So if you want an extra $200-300 a month and you'd like to make this like a little hobby and maybe have a car payment or something, or contribute to your grocery bill or help your kids buy whatever, maybe this can do that for you. And I would love to have you join my team and partner with me in business and do it with me. And I would be there to help you and to mentor you, and you would belong to a whole team of women that would be there to support you. This can give you confidence like you've never had, and it is so much fun. And if you would like to make a full-time income, you can do that with this too. It just takes more work, it'll take more time, but it can get you there. And just take stock of your life and think, would I like something more? And not even just more money. Yes, more money, but would you like more friends? Would you like more support? Would you like more confidence? Would you like more skills? Would you like more feeling that you're adding value to other women, that you are encouraging and helping other women? Would you like any of that? If so, you might want to consider this. And there's no pressure at all. I don't pressure people. I don't try to talk people into this. But if you think it sounds interesting, just say, send me some information on partnering with Limelife or being a beauty guide, or just put the word partner. That's fine in the comments, or send me a message. I will send you the information, and then you can just look at that at your leisure. I'm not going to hound anybody. I don't do that. I don't believe in that. I wouldn't be here if Limelife did that, because that would aggravate me. I wouldn't want somebody chasing me. So if that was the way they operated, I probably wouldn't have been a beauty guide either. But that is not what we do. And so it has to be something that you want to do. If you want to do, you will do it. You will come to me. So let me know, and also I would be happy to be your personal shopper, or send you my website if you would like to be your own shopper, whatever you like. So I'm going to go ahead and go, and you all have a very good evening. And next Friday I'll probably do the other eye, because there were some people who voted for that too. So until tomorrow though, and I'll do something different tomorrow, but until then, and tomorrow I'm going to make another pie. I'm going to make another pie. I'll probably still come on and do my makeup, then I'm going to make another pie. And until then, may you have a good evening and go be amazing. Good night.